Embark on a philosophical journey with our latest QuotientQuotables video featuring the timeless wisdom of Aristotle. Delve into the profound insights of the ancient Greek philosopher as we explore his thought-provoking quotes on life, ethics, and human nature. Join us in unraveling the intellectual tapestry woven by Aristotle's words, a beacon of inspiration that transcends the ages. Subscribe for a regular dose of wisdom from the greatest minds in history. Sorry for the overlay. The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. The beginning of wisdom is the definition of terms. I am the wisest man alive, for I know one thing, and that is that I know nothing. The only way to acquire knowledge is through experience. Doubt is not a pleasant condition, but certainty is absurd. The unexamined life is not worth living. True wisdom comes to each of us when we realize how little we understand about life, ourselves, and the world around us. The only thing we know about life is that it is full of surprises. The greatest enemy of knowledge is not ignorance, it is the illusion of knowledge. Wisdom is the daughter of experience. Love is a serious mental disease. The madness of love is the greatest of heaven's blessings. Love is the only sane and satisfactory answer to the problem of human existence. Love is the desire to be desired. True love is not based on physical attraction, but on mutual respect and admiration. The best way to love and be loved is to be lovable. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. Love is not blind, it sees more, not less. But because it sees more, it is willing to see less. The heart wants what it wants. Love is the most powerful force in the universe. Education is the kindling of a flame, not the filling of a vessel. The only true education is self-education. Education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. The best way to teach is to learn. The purpose of education is to help us become the best versions of ourselves. Education is not about filling empty vessels, but about lighting up a fire within. The only way to learn is to do. Education is not the filling of a pail, but the lighting of a fire. The only person who is educated is the one who has learned how to learn and change. The greatest education in the world is watching the masters at work. The price good men pay for indifference to public affairs is to be ruled by evil men. The only thing that saves us from the bureaucracy is its inefficiency. The only way to make people happy is to make them thoughtful. The most important thing is to have good people in government. The greatest threat to democracy is apathy. True democracy is based on the principle of equality, not on the principle of majority rule. The best government is a democracy. The second best is a benevolent dictatorship. The worst is a democracy ruled by demagogues. The only way to change society is to change people's minds. The only way to make a change in the world is to start with yourself. The only way to live is to be completely engaged with life. Virtue is the only good, ignorance the only evil. The unexamined life is not worth living. The only true happiness is to live according to virtue. The only way to make progress in life is to be willing to change. The only way to be happy is to be kind. The only way to make the world a better place is to make ourselves better people. The only way to live a meaningful life is to live for something greater than ourselves. The only way to be truly successful is to be true to yourself. The only way to find happiness. Friendship is the only solace of our misfortunes and the only true gladness of our prosperity. The friend to whom you can say everything is the one you should prize most. To be friends with oneself is all important. Friendship is a single soul dwelling in two bodies. The good man is the friend of all. Happiness is the meaning and the purpose of life, the whole aim and end of human existence. Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions. Happiness depends not on outward things, but on the way we see them. Happiness is a state of mind and not of circumstances. The highest happiness is the joy of understanding. Virtue is the habit of doing good to others with a sense of duty and goodwill. True virtue is not a matter of theory, but of habit. Virtue is not acquired by chance, but by effort. Virtue is the only true happiness. The only way to achieve virtue is to practice it. The aim of life is to live, and to live means to be active. The purpose of life is not to be happy, but to matter, to leave behind some significant work that makes the world a better place than the one we found it in. Work enables us to create, to innovate, to inspire, to impact the world. The most important thing in life is to find your purpose and give yourself to it with all your heart and soul. A life without purpose is like a ship without a rudder, drifting aimlessly in the sea. The only way to improve ourselves is to constantly challenge ourselves and push our boundaries. Self-improvement is a lifelong journey, and there is always more to learn and grow. The best way to learn is to experience new things and step outside of our comfort zones. We should always strive to be the best versions of ourselves and to make a positive impact on the world. The only person we can truly change is ourselves. A good leader inspires and motivates others to achieve their full potential. A true leader leads by example and never asks anyone to do something they themselves would not do. A great leader is someone who is able to see the big picture and make decisions that are in the best interests of their team or organization. Effective leadership is about empowering others to reach their full potential. A leader should always be humble and willing to learn from others. Life is a precious gift, and we should cherish every moment of it. We should never take life for granted, as it can be taken away from us in an instant. Death is a natural part of life, and we should not fear it. We should live each day to the fullest and make the most of every opportunity. The best way to prepare for death is to live a meaningful life. Feel free to incorporate these Aristotle quotes into your playlist to share timeless wisdom with your audience.